My name is Andy Little, and I followed Judge Walker as chair of the Dispute Resolution Commission after he rotated off the commission. And then I served another term as chair of the fifth term after Judge Steelman and Judge Lee rotated off the commission as well. Going back in time, I just want to point out that the pilot mediation program for Superior Court cases began in 1991. During that time, the Administrative Office of the Courts handled the work of certifying the first waves of mediators for that program. Jim Drennan, who was the AOC director at the time, astutely realized that a new regulatory agency would be needed for this program to design and implement certification process, to draft standards of conduct and grievance procedures. Jim's vision led to the introduction and passage of a bill in the General Assembly in 1995, creating the Dispute Resolution Commission in North Carolina, and that is whose birthday we celebrate today. I want to underscore the importance of the leadership of our chair, Judge Walker, in those early years. He was the perfect choice to lead us through what were really uncharted territories. He was the model of inclusion, appointing pioneers in the field of mediation in North Carolina who had so much to contribute as ex officio members of the commission and its working committees. The charge to the commission and the legislation technically had to do with drafting rules, standards, and grievance procedures. But the work of the commission went beyond the technical duties set out in the statute. With the encouragement of Judge Walker, the commission became a think tank for the development of mediation and other settlement procedures in the courts of North Carolina. I am pleased to say that now mandatory settlement events have been established in every state and federal forum in North Carolina, with mediation being the default settlement technique. Those procedures have been very beneficial. They've reduced the time it takes to complete a litigated case. It's helped lawyers become more proactive in their case preparation, and it's brought greater participation of litigants themselves in the settlement of their own case. It's important to point out that the success of these programs is in large measure due to the way in which the programs are funded. The Commission's budget, consisting mostly of staff salaries, have never been, and I hope they never will be, funded through taxpayer monies. Instead, the funds to operate the DRC came from and still come from the annual fees of certified mediators. We've never had to go to the legislature for funding, and for that, I'm grateful. Fortunately, the Commission has been blessed with capable staff who understood and understand the desire of the Commission to run a lean operation. Leslie Ratliff, for instance, our first director, was indomitable in her determination to automate and streamline our application and payment processes so that we would not have to enlarge our staff to handle the increased certifications in the program. Finally, I'm sure that everyone who has played a part in the life and work of the Commission has his or her own reason for devoting the huge amount of time and attention that our members have devoted to creating settlement events where none existed in the courts. For myself, I dreamed as a litigator that the time would come when we paid as much attention to settling cases as we did to trying them. There were no settlement events back in the day, except for those that occurred occasionally and literally or figuratively on the courthouse steps. Now, in these days, you and I can be proud of the fact that times are changing, that the rules of civil procedure now include settlement events, and that the dreams of our inspired former Chief Justice Jim Exum are coming true. That being that the lawyers of North Carolina are studying mediation, negotiation, and settlement, and are becoming the very peacemakers he envisioned. So I wish good tidings, happy birthday, happy anniversary to the Commission and its staff, and I wish you much success in the future.
I am David Lee, and I am delighted to join you at this special webinar celebrating 25 years of the North Carolina Dispute Resolution Commission. I was introduced to the mediation process in 1994 when asked by a large law firm out of Atlanta to engage in a voluntary mediation. Not really certain what that was, I had some reservations. As it turned out, that mediation resulted in the largest settlement I ever had as an attorney. I immediately signed up for Bob Beeson's course then at the what was then the old private adjudication center at Duke University. Took the 40-hour course and conducted a large number of mediations between the inception of this commission in 1995 and my move to the Superior Court bench in 2002. Not long after assuming my role on the bench, I was asked to serve on the commission and served for 8 years, from 2004 to 2012, the last 4 years being as chairman of the commission. During my tenure as chairman, I worked to, among other things, relocate the DRC offices from lease space in Raleigh to its current location in the North Carolina Judicial Center. This resulted in substantial savings to the commission. Also, during the recession of 2008, there were efforts made by others within our legislature and our executive department to basically take our money that had been designated for the Dispute Resolution Commission for the use and benefit of the North Carolina General Fund. I objected strenuously to that, and even at one point suggested that I would contact the Wake County District Attorney to see whether a particular state official could be indicted for wrongfully converting our funds. Now, I don't know whether that was possible or not, but I thought in my position as both a chairman of a state commission and as a Superior Court judge, they would respect those positions, and they did. We were able to retain those funds, and of course those funds continue to serve us and are our sole source of income. I also, as perhaps my greatest reward in chairing this commission, had the opportunity to work with a tremendous group of men and women who very selflessly and tirelessly undertook to do the right thing in every circumstance as it related to the commission work. These were the most, this was the most cohesive and congenial group with whom I have ever worked. They strive to make the North Carolina Dispute Resolution Commission the very best commission in the country. And in that process, they really made me look good. So I thank them, I commend all who work on behalf of the commission and with the commission, and certainly join in celebrating this Silver Jubilee.
Hello, I'm Gary Cash. I served as chair of the NCDRC from the fall of 2014 until the fall of 2016. I recall those years as being quite challenging for the commission, but also as being very rewarding ones. The DRC accomplished a number of major things back then. For example, after many years of staffs urging the commission with the support of the Administrative Office of the Courts, was able to move to online payment of mediator certification renewal fees by credit card as an alternative to payment by check. In addition, the DRC published and distributed bench books for both the MSC and the FFS programs to our state's superior and district court judges and their staffs. More importantly, I recall the commission and staff laboring for months to survey other states and to seek input from our certified mediators regarding the question of continuing mediator education. This, of course, culminated in the adoption of a policy that now requires mediators to obtain 2 hours annually of continuing mediator education. This was a major change for mediators and for the DRC, but one which I believe has led to increased mediator commitment to and awareness of program rules, as well as to fewer complaints regarding mediator conduct and to increased professional stature for mediators. Finally, I happily recall our acknowledging the 20th anniversary of the Commission in the fall of 2015, and our having the opportunity to later write about that in the NC Bar Journal. Certainly the best memories I have of my tenure as chair involve the truly dedicated people who worked for and with the Commission at that time. Staff, members, former members, ex officio members, and other interested people, each of whom was essential to the development and to the mission of the DRC. So I offer to the Commission today my most sincere congratulations on its 25th anniversary. I look forward to watching it continue to grow and excel in the future. Thank you.
Hi, this is Kate Dieter Meriday, Chair of the North Carolina Bar Association Dispute Resolution Section. I'm happy to be here to celebrate the DRC's 25th anniversary and also talk a little bit about the wonderful collaborative partnership between the Dispute Resolution Commission and the Bar Association's Dispute Resolution Section. Normally, if I'm celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or something special, I have my what I call party in a bag. But since we're doing things virtually today, I thought I would just give a component. So happy 25th. Thank you.